Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Catio Chat this morning. I'm going to make my way out to the kitchen and see if we have any kitties. Okay, let's see. Well, there's Miss Muffy at the watering dish. Oh my goodness. And Luna is in the bathroom at the sink, and I don't know why she's hollering at me. Well, let's see who else we have. There's Mr. Bear. There's our weather kitty. Good boy, Loki. Loki's going to go out and do the weather for us. There he goes. Now, it was supposed to be quite warm overnight. And quite warm this morning. And it is. Oh my goodness, it's very warm. You can hear the crickets. Let's listen to the crickets. I love that sound. Hi, Loki. We better go tend to Luna. Oh my goodness. Hey, Miss Muffy and Bear. Hi. We gotta go tend to Miss Luna. What's going on, Lou? You weren't finished? You weren't finished at the tap? All right. Luna a little bit more water. There. Here she is. Look at Luna can be very loud. There's Bear. Good morning, Bear. Did you want your chair? Hi, Miss Muffy. You want your chair out? Here comes Bear. There he is. There's our big boy. Here with his fancy haircut. You can actually see Bear without all that hair. Yeah. There he is. Oh, those silver pajamas. Here you go. There he goes. There goes our counter surfing kitty. All right. Let's see now, we've got Miss Muffy over here. Let's come see Miss Muffy. Miss Muffy's a super old kitty. Super old. She's 26, and that's human years, not kitty years. But, and she's 26, but many cats, I guess if you look at over the entire world, there's been many cats who have lived into their 20s and 30s even, haven't they, Miss Muffy? A kitty can live a long time when everything lines up just right. Yeah, they can. Here she goes. She's got to check out every dish because Miss Muffy's been in the basement all night. So she's got to check every food dish and every water dish. And there's Mr. Bear. Bear is our 9-year-old 9-year-old classic silver polydactyl mainecoon cat. Right, Bear? Bear's the one with all the extra toes. Yeah. And he's got 8 extra toes on those big feet. There they are. They're so cute. Well, I'd be introducing Luna, but she's in the bathroom right now. So we'll just hang out with these two, and I'm sure Luna will be along. Well, actually, I gotta move this big puffy chair so I can see Loki. There. Pick up my apron. There we go. There. All right. So we can see faces. We've got Miss Muffy at the dish. We got Bear on the counter. Luna's at the sink. That's right. That's why we haven't seen Luna yet. Luna and Miss Muffy are big drinkers. They love their water. Hey, Bear. I got an itch. You must feel an awful lot better, though, these days, from having that great big gigantic itchy coat on. They're so pretty this way. Well, they're pretty either way, but a lot easier to care for this way. Oh my goodness. Well, let's head over and turn the coffee pot on. So I love the smell of coffee in the morning. Need 8 cups of water. There we go. Coffee's on. That's always a good thing. Well, there's Miss Luna. She came out to visit us. Did you have a nice drink, Luna, at the sink? Luna loves to drink from the sink. That's the only water to drink. I don't know if she knows it's because it's oxygenated, because it's coming out of the tap, or if it's just a habit. She loves to drink from the sink. Right, Miss Muffy? Am I in the way of your paper bag? There. You can get your paper bag now. There, we got 3 kitties inside, 1 kitty outside. And today is Saturday. Happy Saturday, everyone. That's the best day of the week. Friday is the second best day of the week. Or maybe it's the other way around. I'm not sure. 2 great days, anyways. Here comes Miss Luna in her big cloak. I can't even imagine what she would look like if she had a cut like bear. Oh my goodness. That would be quite a sight, wouldn't it, Luna, to see if you had one of those haircuts. And Luna, or Kendall, our groomer, she might have a little bit of trouble with Luna. I'm not sure. Actually, Luna is very, very loving to people. Very affectionate. But when it comes to other kitties, it's not quite the same way. Is it, Lou? So Luna considers herself the mainecoon boss and chief dish inspector. She sure does. Yeah, if you don't have the dishes topped up when it's time for inspection, well. There's our Luna cat. And what are you doing? Are you thinking about jumping over again to the counter? Or would you just like to have a nice pet? We come in for a pet. Aw, there. Bear is such a lovey boy. He is. Man, he's a lovey bed kitty too. He loves to get in bed. Gets in real close and cuddly. He does. So does this little one down here. Miss Muffy has slept with me almost, well, I would say 25, 24 years. She slept with me every night. But the last year, well, for a little while, Miss Muffy and Luna weren't getting along very well. And so all it took was one scare from Luna, and Miss Muffy was afraid of her. So for a while, we were putting Miss Muffy in the basement, like if we went out somewhere, or especially at night, just for her own quiet time. So, but now Miss Muffy and Luna are getting along just fine. They even sleep together on our bed sometimes. So we keep her tucked away in the basement at night. Not so much during the day anymore if we go out, because there aren't any problems. But at nighttime, that's 8 hours, and anything can happen in 8 hours, can it, Miss Muffy? Yeah, so we keep her in the basement. We have a nice cozy room down there, and she really likes the wood stove in the winter. Yeah, so. But when we go out during the day now, we just leave her upstairs because there aren't any problems. But I think we'll keep tucking her away at night in the basement. And like I said, she used to sleep with me every single night for 24 years or so. So I kind of miss that. But we're used to it now. Miss Muffy goes to bed downstairs after we watch some television at night. Miss Muffy's down there with us, and then when we get up to come upstairs, we say, "Good night, Miss Muffy." And she curls up, and then she goes to sleep, and then in the morning I let her up just before Catio Chat. And she's all fresh as a daisy, aren't you, Miss Muffy? My goodness. It's just hard to believe sometimes that she's that old. And still so bright. Yeah. There's Miss Luna. Here comes our big girl. Luna weighs 18 pounds. And Miss Muffy weighs 6 pounds. So there's quite a difference there. So we don't allow any bullying or anything at all. No, we don't. So, well, they're all pretty darn good most of the time. Oh dear bear. Let's see if Loki wants to come in. Let's see if we got a Loki cat out here. Is Loki out here anywhere? There he is. Hi, Loki. I guess he's coming in. My gosh, I can't believe how warm it is out there this morning. We're in a bit of a heat wave, I think. There's Loki. Luna's in his way. He can't go out into the hallway. There he is. He's going to have a bite to eat. Wow, you can sure see Loki's color coming back, eh? He's not quite as silvery white anymore as his big brother, who's over here, silvery white. Look at that nice belly. Oh, Bear, you're just so beautiful in your new haircut. Here, Miss Muffy's never had to have a haircut. Nope. She's just perfect all the time. Every day. Keeping an eye on Luna. She is. Yeah. We keep Luna in our sights, don't we, Miss Muffy? And Luna, she's a pretty big girl. She could cause some problems, couldn't she? She's been awfully good lately, though. Let's pat Miss Muffy. Here. So most kitties, if they get to be a great age, most of them are bony. Miss Muffy's got her backbone is bony right across the top, but the rest of her body is still good because she loves to eat. So she's not really skinny. Plus she's got a very small little body too. Doesn't take much to feed it. Well, actually it does. Because Miss Muffy's got such a big appetite. Amazing for a little tiny kitty. All right, well, let's go over here and have a look at the painting. I've been working on it every day lately. There she is. Miss Muffy coming across the lawn. So, let's see, what have I done? Just working on her quite a bit. Let's see, I brought in the lights on the side here. It's kind of like the sunlight that's coming in. And on her back. And let me see. Yeah, I think I've just been working on Miss Muffy lately. Did a little bit more in the grass. That's a big painting. It takes a lot of paint. So that's Miss Muffy. And there's Bear. He's getting his tail clean. And there's Mr. Loki. Oh, what a lovely boy. Hi, Loki. You coming out again? Oh, my goodness. What do you got hanging off your chin? Looks like you got a little bit of fluff there. Let's see if we can get it. Oop, here, look. That's yours. There's still more of it to come. Oop, here. You got a little knot right there. You want to go out again? All right. Here, Loki can go out again. Maybe he doesn't even want to. Hi. Oh, what a beautiful boy. There. So Loki is a February kitten. He was born in February, so his birthday's quite a ways away. Here he is, out in his favorite room. So So speaking of birthdays, somebody else has got a birthday coming up, don't they, Bear? Sometime this month. Bear was a September baby. He was. Here. All right. Well, we got coffee. We got 3 kitties. 1 outdoors. That's my life. Coffee and kitties. Well, there's nothing any better. Especially first thing in the morning. Yeah, nothing any better than coffee and kitties. Now, if I squat down here to talk to Miss Muffy and Luna, Bear could very well climb on my back, couldn't he, Miss Luna? And she'll probably tell me with her eyes what he's up to. Luna and Bear have a complicated relationship, yes. Don't know why or what happened, but when Bear was when Bear was about a year old, a year and a half, seems to me, something happened. And Luna's been mad at him ever since, and that was 8 years ago? She's still mad. I don't know what happened. But ever since then, Luna's been growling at Bear for the last 8 years, haven't you? Something happened. Oh, I can hear you up there. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. Something happened and she blamed it on him or I don't know what happened. But, yeah, Luna and Bear, they don't really get along too well. They don't fight, but Luna growls. Doesn't she, Bear? Yeah, poor Bear. That's why we ended up getting Loki, because Luna raised Bear up as a kitten, loved him and snuggled him and everything, and then it was all over. Bear didn't have any friends. Nope, so we got Loki. Yeah, Loki and Bear are good buddies. Yes, they are really good buddies. They bonded in only a matter of 2 hours or something like that when Loki first came. It was a quick bond. Yeah, and now they're good friends. Well, I'm thinking, since everyone's fit as a fiddle, we're going to wrap this up and call it Catio Chat for today. And don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you tomorrow. Whoops.